Today on the channel, a two-pack that has literally been years in the making, as we do got the GCW Homecoming Heels and Faces Bloody two-pack, Nick Gage, Matt Cardona.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Heels and Faces Zombie Sailor unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a two-pack that seemingly have taken quite a few years to get here at this point, but it is here. The day is now, the time is now, with Nick Gage, Matt Cardona. But for all your Heels and Faces needs, heelsandfaces.com. But for everything else under the sun, Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And like I said, this one, I felt like it went up for pre-order well over a year ago at this point. And it is finally here, is finally shipped. And we got a lot of Zombie Sailor stuff lately. We got the Bruce Lee, of course. We got this set. We got Hercules. We got Slick. We got Jack Tunney. We got Paul Roma. One-man gang for a lot of people. So a lot of figures finally coming through after a long wait for some of this stuff. Hopefully things get a little quicker in the future. Constant learning, constant improvement, as we always do say. But this two-pack here, a bit of a repaint, but a lot of people might like these over the original figures. So we will compare it. We will bring those out later on in this very video. And if I'm not mistaken, this is our first two-pack from the Heels and Faces line. Would have loved to seen Power and Glory as a two-pack and maybe some other two-packs in the future. We'll see what happens right there. But a cool piece right here. I can imagine a lot of people want to leave this one on card. It is a very nice-looking set. It would be great autographed, of course. And definitely a defining moment, for lack of better words, for Matt Cardona. I remember getting this on pay-per-view, streaming, whatever you want to call it at the time. And I couldn't believe that Matt Cardona got as bloody as he did. He went all in. And you got to say, hey, good job. You went all in on something like that. A lot of people didn't think you would. Showed that he had the balls to do it. So shout out to Matt Cardona, the true deathmatch king after all these years. Who am I to argue? Who am I to argue? But looking good here. I love the artwork there from the match. Getting the pizza cutter to the head there. Looking absolutely wild, of course. Heels and Faces, Zombie Sailor. We know all about that. Big bubble window on this one as well. Ages 18 and up, Mark Summers. Man, that's going to be a difficult one for you. But you got to get everybody 17 and under out of here right away. GCW, Zombie Sailor Toys, Matt Cardona, Nick Cardona, Nick Gage. How about Ron Rudat up here at the top? Official wrestling Heels and Faces. You do get accessories, extra hands, a lot going on with this pack here. On the back, a lot going on as well. A very busy packaging, as we know. Big cross sell. We've unboxed a lot of those on the channel here. File card, always appreciated. UPC, jibber jabber. One Zombie Sailor point. It's two figures. We should get 2 points, Zombie. Not that these points go anywhere. We'll see where they do in the future. Little artwork action there. And little instructions for a little heat. They're saying if you're going to change stuff around. There also came with a little card inside saying heat up your joints. So buyer beware on that, of course. Collect them all is what it does say. Based on the Ron Rudat blueprint. Nick Gage, Matt Cardona, GCW World Championship, July 24, 2021. Atlantic City, beautiful this time of year. Is it? Is it? From New Jersey, of course. On this historic night, Matt Cardona experienced his first death match by stepping into the ring with Nick Gage for the GCW World Championship. During this contest, GCW Homecoming claimed the #1 trending spot on Twitter, beating out both the UFC and the Olympics. And that's crazy to think about, as we're currently, as I'm filming this, dealing with the Olympics right now. So roughly 4 years ago, the last Olympics is when this was going down. After a bloody war, Cardona was able to beat Gage and win the GCW World Championship title. Quite the defining moment, as I did say earlier. But let's get down to business. Let's get this off the card here. Try to do it as neat as possible is what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to do it as neat as possible. We'll see if I can do it. We'll see. Oh, not as neat as I would have liked, but neat enough. Neat enough. There it is. Look at that. Like a true professional. See you later. Goodbye. All right. Get the old bubble out. See you later, behind the back, goodbye. And then we get the plastic prison right there. Look at that. We get accessories, we get extra heads, extra hands. We get a silica packet. Oh my gosh, that's some of the best eating we can get. See you later, goodbye. Knock that out. Knock that out. There we go. Trying to be a little careful here with some of this stuff. Some small parts. You don't want anything breaking on you, that's for sure. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes broken toys out of the package. Especially me. I'll melt down. I'll melt down. See you later. Goodbye. And we're going to start with Nick Gage first is where we're going to go. We're going to go to Nick, and we're going to go to his accessories first. And we do get 2 accessories we saw in the past. We do get the pizza cutter, which actually works. It actually turns on it, so I do think that is really cool. Black handle on this, silver blade, I guess we'll say, but it has blood all over it this time. Part of the course for a bloody match, as you can imagine. And then we do get the light tube here, and it's a jagged light tube. It's been used. It's ready to carve somebody up, whatever. Once again, you got blood all over the light tube accessory. We're here for that. Now, we do get 1 fist, and of course, a bloody fist. You got to have the bloody fist right there. So, of course, you plug and play. The hands right there looking good. Now we're going to dive into Nick Gage himself here with the head. Once again, very, very bloody. He's got teeth that would make Nosferatu blush. Very similar to the Nosferatu figures we've been unboxing on the channel. But blood all over the face. Got the black eyebrows. Got the beard going on. 2 ears, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, playing those human hits, but a bloody human hit if there ever was one. He does got the shirt, HC the man, it does say. Nick Gage on the back, Velcro style, of course, and you just remove that like any other shirt, of course, that we've seen before. Just slides right off and on, looking good in black. And do we have any staining? I am thankful to report I do not see any staining. So that is very good news. I don't know what could happen in the future, but no staining out of the package. So kudos to Heels and Faces on that. Nobody likes stained figures, that is for sure. But looking very good right here. But on his body, you got blood all over the place as well. Up the arms, on the back, down to the hands, around the waist. Just a bloody, bloody mess. Poor Nick Gage. He's seen better days. He's seen better days as well. Black wrist tape on him here. He does got the old death, what is that? Murder Club, H Club. What is this? What's his gang called? I already forgot what his gang called. MDK all day. Is that what it is? Something like that. But he's got the hand signs going up there. You do got the hand over here, gripping hand, of course, and just got the hole there for stuff. Now, you do get side-to-side articulation on this arm. I will say a little loose on this articulation here. That arm is fairly loose on mine. Your mileage may vary, but you do got articulation right there at the elbow. You also have it on the other side as well. So you do got some articulation with these guys, which we usually don't see in the retro Hasbro style very often. We do get that. You do get a waist articulation. Nothing at the feet, nothing at the legs. Head back and forth, side to side, of course. Head is removable. They said heat it up, so yeah, it'll come off. You just got to kind of be gentle with it, but the head is removable if you need to. And speaking of the second head, you get a repaint of the first head. It's the clean version. There's no blood all over this head. He's got the do-rag over the top looking good. But it's him before the bloody battle is what that is right there. So Nick Gage not looking too bad, all things considered. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle, save 10% at ringside collectibles, as we always do say. And he does fit on a stand there. Now I do got the first version right here. It's the same shirt, but it's painted on this one. You got soft goods with this one. So a little bit of difference there. You could theoretically throw this over the top of this one if you wanted to. You could also switch the heads around. So if you're really a customizer out there, you can mix and match the heads between the two. The lower half of the body's identical between these two, though, for those keeping track at home. You got the camo going on, you got the shoes and stuff like that. But pretty cool, all things considered. A nice looking figure representing the match, of course. But the main event for this one, for many people, is the bloody Matt Cardona figure. Definitely a cool look here. You knew something was up when he was wearing white to the ring, that this was going to be somewhat of a bloodbath, and pretty cool it did go that way. Now, you do get a light tube, once again, a full-on light tube this time. You got blood on the handle, once again. So we got a full one and a broken one. Choose your own light tube adventures. Got 2 Fist of Purple Glove Fury here for Matt Cardona. So we got those if you want to use those. And then we do get the LI hands, or I guess the middle finger hands as well, depending how you want to display it. But you got the middle fingers here. You got the L up here. So LI, middle fingers. You also get the articulation at the elbows once again. But I will say, just like Nick Gage, a little looser than I would like as far as that does go. But it does have the articulation there. You do get the waist articulation. You do get the head articulation. So that is the articulation. But man, this looks like like Matt Cardona, and it looks really, really good. The hair, the beard, 2 eyes, a mouth, a nose, 2 ears. He's playing those human hits as well. We got the blood all over the place, looking good. Really bringing this one out. Really, really nice. But the best part of this figure, I do think, obviously the blood all over the back and stuff is really cool from the glass and all that. But the tank top here, I love almost like the pink with the white. The very cool color of blood. Multiple colors of blood on this one. You got different color of blood on the tank top than you do the skin, really making that the way it goes. The elbow pads looking very nice with blood on them as well. The forearm tape looking very good. And then the gloves all taped up there. And we talked about the middle finger, the LI, I guess with the middle finger is what we're doing right here. Very interesting, the articulation. Not a ton of movement there, but very loose in that articulation. A little bit strange. I don't know if it was definitely needed or not. I guess you guys tell me. Love the pants down here in white. You got all the speckles in it throughout, and then you got some red in there. Once again, you got to bring that in. Beautiful boots on this one. Black knee pads with the Cardona logo. Even got his knee brace over here. He does got a hole on his foot as well, so he should also fit on a ringside collectible stand. Yes, he does. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. But a very, very good looking one. And we got, okay, I was going to say we got a Fist of Fury, but you can put the light tube in here if that is your thing. So you actually get a few extra accessories with this pack, which is nice to see. And I do got the first Matt Cardona figure here. Similar but different is what we're going to call it. The hair is different, so the head is totally different. Body is similar but different. The arms are definitely different, but the body seems to be the same. But you got the top over the top on this one. So reusing just like that, which makes sense. Well, that's what they're going to do with any of these toy lines. But a pretty fun looking figure here. Was it worth the wait? I guess that's up to you. Did you like him sitting on your money for over a year? I'm not a huge fan of that, of course. I like the model where I only have to wait a couple of months, maybe 3 months or so. That is ideal. I don't like to sit here and wait for a year. It's just like I could do other things with that money. You never know. You might have a tree come down in your front yard. You might have an axle on your Jeep explode. You might have an oven blow up. Or your wife might say, hey, Kyle, we need new flooring for the whole house. So there's always expenses that come up, and sometimes when you have your money tied up for things like this, it gets a little bit annoying, but so is the action figure game here in 2024. We'll see what happens in the future with Zombie Sailor and the Heels and Faces line, but a very good 2-pack. I would definitely say it did deliver as far as being very cool in hand. But what say you? Did you pick up this 2-pack? Is this 2-pack for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And you made it this far, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. You get early access to both YouTube channel videos. You get bonus content. You get pizza reviews, dog stuff, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, over there on the old Patreon. And best of all, you do support the channel and all the hard work it does bring. You can also support the channel at PressTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for Nick Gage, Matt Cardona, GCW Homecoming 2021, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.